News continues with urgent developments in a South Jersey mother's fight to keep her son on life support. Today, the mother, her attorneys, and a medical law expert were in court questioning the care her son is receiving at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. NBC 10 South Jersey Bureau reporter Cindy Long has been covering this case since it started 2 weeks ago. She's joining us live outside City Hall. Cindy, what's the latest?
Jackie, at issue today is the medical diagnosis, or the definition of brain death. Does it fall in line or match with the legal definition of brain death in the state of Pennsylvania? A law expert who specializes in these types of cases, he testified today on the boy's behalf, and we're now just more than 48 hours away from Mother's Day. This mother says she's not about to give up.
It's very sad, but I'm the mother and I have to keep fighting for my child.
Rumpa Banerjee isn't giving up her hope or her fight for her teenage son to somehow prove the medical world wrong. Health law expert Thaddeus Pope is in Philadelphia to enter testimony on the boy's behalf.
You might say medically dead, but not legally dead.
In Pope's estimation, CHOP has not done all the proper testing to prove Areen dead.
Their tests aren't rigorous enough.
This by means of how the medical laws are written in Pennsylvania.
The Pennsylvania Determination of Death Act requires that for brain death, all functions of the entire brain must have ceased.
Rumpa says her son, despite being on life support, is withering away.
It's really absurd.
He's lost 19 pounds over 21 days.
He's in famine. People who haven't ate for years.
Pope says one option, the family could hire an independent neurologist to measure brain activity.
If she hears it from somebody who's not affiliated with CHOP, then she might accept it and she might let him go. Or the independent neurologist might say that CHOP's wrong and in fact he still has some brain function.
Children's Hospital of Philadelphia's position has been there's nothing more they can do.
There have been cases where the diagnosis of brain death was wrong and then the patient ultimately went off and continued high school or college.
I'm never going to give up on Areen. I know he will not fail me. I know he's going to come back and he's going to prove everything wrong.
Now, Pope went on to explain that CHOP is not alone, that hundreds of hospitals use the very same he called standard protocol for brain death testing nationwide. The boy's parents are also exploring options to take him home on a ventilator. This trial continues on Monday morning. We're live in Center City tonight. I'm Sydney Long, NBC 10 News.
And we'll keep updating it, Sydney. Thanks. The New Jersey Department of Health is warning you to make sure your measles vaccinations are up.